Hey, we're on the phone with Art Alexakis, frontman from legendary rock band Everclear. And Art, it is an honor to have you on the phone with us this morning. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. Thank you for having me on, and thank you for calling us legendary.
Well,
that's
cool.
cool.
in my world, you are. I mean, that's I've been a huge fan of Everclear for a very, very, very long time, and man, it thrills me to know that you guys are still kicking ass on stage.
Thanks, man. Still trying to, and in the middle of making a new rock record, a heavy rock record, first full-on guitar record we've made in probably 15 years. So we're pretty excited.
Man, you've been doing this a long time, and you definitely have not lost a step, man. This is really exciting, like you just said. With the new album, potentially coming out from Everclear, but obviously you guys are going out on, one of the most prestigious tours of the summer with the Summerland Tour, which actually has a Dallas date on July 11th at Southside Ballroom. This is kind of a tour that's kind of an echo back to the 90s and everything, with you guys, Soul Asylum, Eve 6, and Space Hog being your brainchild. Where did Summerland Tour, initially come from, and how did you decide this year's bands?
Well, I got to be honest with you. When I came up with the idea, I don't think I was the first guy to do it, and I know other people had talked about it, but no one had really felt like the moment was right. And really what I wanted to recreate, and that you probably remember, is the alternative radio shows of the 90s. When it was a new animal, the K-Rock Weenie Roast. And all those shows that everybody did. There was hundreds of them across the country, and we played them all. And you would have 10 bands on there. Everybody would play like a 25, 30-minute set, play all their hits, play a couple new songs, boom, gone. And the thing I loved about it is that the crowd, the fans, just got so much value. They got so much music. Just, in some places it was like there was no breaks between the bands. It was a revolving stage.
Yeah.
And when your 30 minutes were up, the stage started revolving.
Oh, wow.
Fans were always complaining about it. I thought it was cool. It was like, man, if you can't see it in 30 minutes, you better get out of the way. Do what you do, put it out there, and get out of the way for somebody else. I always thought that was a great idea. So when it came time to do this, and I thought the timing was right 3 years ago, I reached out to some friends, and we did the first one. Didn't come out exactly how I wanted to, and then last year I thought was great with Everclear Live, Filter, and Sponge.
Yeah.
And this year I couldn't be happier. This is my dream year with Soul Asylum and Eve 6 and Space Hog, all bands we've toured with before in the past, but never all together in one package, so I'm pretty excited.
It is a very exciting show, and it's cool. I mean, it's called the Summerland Tour, and I think, anybody who thinks of Everclear, your music is the type of music that it's the summer. They're the summer songs. They're the ones that all of your songs are the ones that you put the top down on the convertible to and just haul ass down the highway, just singing along to every tune. So it's just that perfect fit, and it gives it's the atmosphere that you expect from a big show like this and everything. And man, I am so stoked about the show coming up on July 11th in Dallas. And those are four of my favorite bands of all time, and on one stage. I mean, with Everclear, Soul Asylum, Eve 6, and Space Hog. I mean, do you guys even have to worry about practicing, because you don't have to sing, because it's one full night of sing-alongs? The crowd is going to take over, I'm assuming.
That's a great point you're making, because that's exactly what it becomes. Is you've got hit songs from the very first band. If you start the show with hit songs, you end the show with a hit song, and it is exactly that. It's a sing-along. Everybody knows the words. Nobody gets tired. No one's doing 20-minute renditions of their album they never put out back in 2002. This is all hits. I make it that way, that if you come on the tour, you got to play these songs. You can play other songs.
Yeah.
You got this amount of time, and you got to play these songs, and you got to play them with with heart. And it's really funny because, man, I think a lot of bands come into it going, wow, this is restrictive. This isn't what I want to do. And by the end, by like the third or fourth show of the tour, they're like, this is the best thing I've ever done. This is like summer camp for middle-aged rock and roll guys.
And, Art, I really appreciate you taking the time to join us and give us a little insight on the Summerland Tour, which is coming up July 11th, Southside Ballroom in Dallas. And, man, best of luck with the new album. Best of luck with the tour. We'll definitely see you in Dallas. And, man, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Well, thank you, Frank. And you guys have always been great to us. And we look so forward to coming back to the ballroom. We were there last year, and we rocked the house, and we hope to do it again this year. Thank you.